As you turn around to go back to the hut, you realize that the door is now closed. At the same time, Catalina and Kalmir, you notice that the door is closed as well. You never heard it shut.
Yet?
No, dog did not come in.
Ah, okay.
So dog is out there. You can see dog Igor.
Is the dog sitting there? Like...
Yeah, just chilling, kind of whimpering a little bit, staring at the longhouse.
I run towards the door and try to open it.
You open it.
Oh.
Now, this is where things are going to get a little confusing. When you open the door, Catalina, it swings open and you see nothing but lush green vegetation. Bright daylight. Trickling in through the tops of trees that you cannot see the tops of. Kalmir, you can see the same thing. You can feel the heat and humidity wafting from the area outside.
Well, that's not how we left that.
No, it is not. And we're seeing this while we're still inside.
Yes. Now, Igor, you see Catalina open the door. You see her and Kalmir inside the hut. The area that you're standing in is still exactly the same. It is the desolate village with burning corpses now.
I see.
They do not see you, however. You can tell they don't see you.
So, I mean, Igor's gonna, very desperately kind of try to hey, are you okay? Why do you look drunk? What are you doing? And I'm not gonna get a reply.
Yeah, obviously you do not hear Igor.
I'm gonna throw a rock at them.
Who are you throwing a rock at?
Just in general, between them to see if they can use a reaction.
As the rock flies into the hut, you see, Catalina, you see the rock fly past your head.
Whoa.
And hit the back wall and bounce on the ground.
Is that an enemy shooting at us?
Right? I get on a defensive stance, I guess. I have half a mind to close the door and open it again, just to see.
We'll close it so they can't see us.
Okay, I close the door.
Igor, they just closed the door in your face.
I didn't. Oh, we're friends, guys.
Friends don't throw rocks.
Just so you know, Igor, you saw the rock go in, hit the back wall, and bounce, and you saw that they reacted to it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and open the door again.
Oh, spear! If I see it.
Igor, when you open the door, Kalmir, you said you prepared your spear?
Yeah, I did.
When he opens the door, you see, once again, the forest. Igor, you see the inside of the hut, and you see Kalmir there with his spear at the ready.
What? I'm gonna, throw the door back shut, I guess, because clearly they're having an incident in there. Maybe join Todur. That's what it is. I knew it. I knew it all along. They invited me to the village.
The door it seems to just shut on its own. For you, Catalina and Kalmir.
Mm-hmm.
I activate Mage Sight.
You don't see anything with your 2 primary arcanum. You don't see anything weird with fate, nor do you see anything weird with time. Everything's flowing as it should be, according to those 2 arcanum.
Everything's looking normal. Mage-wise, magic-wise.
I would like to spend a mana and activate Space Sight. Because it seems like if it's leading somewhere else, that's Space's purview.
Yes. Go ahead and spend your point of mana.
Okay. Clicky. Okay.
All right. You can see that that spinning ball of magic is space. Space is twisting in on itself. You can tell that this is a naturally occurring space phenomenon. You don't really have a name for it at this time, but it is linking this longhouse to another location far, far away from where you guys are used to being.
Okay, so with that information, is there a way to, where we open the door, go back to where we were?
You don't have enough understanding of space to be able to do that.
I don't know how this thing works, but I know we're somewhere else. There's this energy, this magical space. I have no idea what it is. It looks natural, like it's always been here, and it leads somewhere else entirely. I don't know how else to explain it.
It sounds... I can't understand it. It sounds like you have better understanding than I do.
I have a rudimentary understanding of space magic.
So we're here, but not here. We're still in our original area, or are we completely been uprooted?
Do I know that?
Your space has not been changed.
Okay.
As in, the current area that you're standing in has not been changed. However, the area outside has been changed. Also, as Igor walks around this longhouse, there are rudimentary windows. As you look in through these windows, you can see Catalina and Kalmir talking with each other. Kalmir and... No, you cannot hear them. Kalmir and Catalina, when you look out the windows, you just see lush vegetation in all directions.
It's like, I don't think we've physically moved. Everything in this longhouse is still as it was, but everything outside is somewhere else.
Okay, so maybe something triggered a spell. Maybe this hut was not booby trapped, but protected. Maybe as soon as we walked in, we activated it.
Well, when we were tracking Todur, Dog led us to this hut. That's where the tracks ended. So he came here. He may be out there.
Well, Dog
Discord
was...
is dying. I apologize.
You seem to be fine. We can hear you fine.
Yeah, it kind of keeps freezing. I don't hear anyone for like 30 seconds. I'm gonna stick my hand through the window. See if I just lose my hand.
Nothing seems to happen to your hand or your arm.
Do we see a disembodied arm?
No, you do not.
I'm gonna start hitting the wall, like kind of like I just reach in and start kind of like punching the wall below the window, trying to get their attention.
That, however, you guys do hear. You don't see a disembodied arm, but it sounds like somebody's knocking on the inside of the building.
I'm gonna whip around, and I see nothing.
You just hear noise coming from that direction.
Okay, I walk towards that said direction. And I still hear the pounding?
Yes, Igor, Catalina is about face to face with you.
But obviously looking through you.
Slap her.
Getting him. Why won't you? Why are you ignoring me? I'm gonna like. Can I like grab her hand or something? Pull her through the window? I don't know. It's like acknowledge me.
You feel
Throw another rock.
Notice me, senpai!
Catalina, you do feel something grab onto your hand with a very strong grip. You don't see anything, but you do feel as if somebody's trying to tug you through the window.
Kalmir, I don't know if this is a spirit, but I felt like something's trying to pull me out.
But like, what do you mean? I'm gonna
Giving up on this. I'm going to talk to the ghost.
I'm gonna go outside, go out the door, circle around to where she felt something from the outside.
As your feet, as you leave the area, you step out into this lush greenery, and you move around the house. You see nothing on the outside. You hear the calls of birds you've never heard before. You hear water off in the distance. Igor, before you can go off and talk to a ghost, you see Kalmir leave the hut, and he just completely vanishes from sight.
Whoosh.
Yeah, okay, now I definitely don't want to go in.
I don't know, it looks pretty in here.
So I don't see, I just see people ignoring me. Probably they've influenced Todur, whatever. I'm on my own. I have to fight this crusade myself. All right, I'm getting the dogs out.
All right. What do you want to do with the tentacle golems?
I'm gonna send one through the door. They're gonna be my investigation team.
You send one through the open door, Catalina. And I guess Kalmir, you'd be able to see this since you're looking in through the window.
Yeah.
You see one of those copper wolf tentacle dogs enter into the hut.
Igor?
That's one of his golems.
I'm kind of hesitant about this, though, because I don't see Igor. You think maybe...
What do you mean you don't see me? I'm right here, through the window. God damn.
Is there any writing utensils?
No, there's obsidian. I mean, you could theoretically cut into the wooden wooden table with the obsidian or stone tools. Igor, you see that she has seen and acknowledged your golem.
Okay. I just saw the other. I saw what's his name? Kalmir. He just disappeared when he left again.
Yes.
So, hey, can I? I'll have the golem try to leave, I guess. And if I need to make another golem because he disappears from in front of me, I'm
The golem doesn't respond. It seems like he's unable to receive your commands. But the golem is, you can see the golem is still very much active. It's just not responding to you.
My own dogs won't talk to me anymore.
Okay, so Catalina starts looking around just to see if she finds any clues of how to get out of here. I'm thinking maybe Todur used this place to be in hiding, maybe? So, yeah, I say that thinking out loud. As I start looking around for some kind of indication of how to get out of here.
Do I still see the magic swirling around?
Yes.
Okay. No change?
No change. Once again, your knowledge of space magic is so limited that you know that this is definitely space magic, but you don't have any idea how it works.
Okay, I'm gonna go back inside.
As you go back in, Igor, you can see Kalmir reappear inside the hut.
See this ghost stuff. I'm gonna go talk to a ghost and cast in Speak with the dead, sorry.
All right. What exactly are you wanting to ask the ghost?
What's going on with that hut? I don't have many dice to do this with, so this might take a few attempts.
So that's going to be Gnosis plus your Death Arcanum?
Yeah, so it'll be Gnosis, so 3, 4, and then I guess plus 3 from Staff and High Speech. So
Okay.
that's actually not that bad, I suppose.
And then your Instacast?
Yeah, that'd be the Reach.
Okay.
I don't think I need any other reaches to speak with them. I don't know if I know I read up on what the anchors were. I don't remember though. So it should be. That's not bad.
All right. So, you begin to speak with this ghost. What exactly is your question to it?
What's the what's going on with the hut? What's the magic there? Who cast that magic?
No one casts magic. Always there. Brings two places together. One way in for non-magic. Two-way for magic. I don't know magic.
Ghost. Okay, it doesn't make me want to go in. For all I know, Tordor's waiting outside the door, ready to shank me. Okay, so well, that confirms Igor's suspicions. He's not a very specialized mage, however, so I don't.
Dog and your other 3 or 4 golems are still out there with you.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Catalina and Kalmir, sorry.
Alright, so does anything change as I re-enter the hut?
No.
I was just looking around if I find any kind of like magical tools.
Catalina, while you're looking around, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay, perception.
is wits plus composure.
3, 5. Oh, dang. I think I had an perception condition, but I think I wrote inspired condition instead.
I believe, yeah, that was from when you, so if you want to go ahead and burn that, you'll get a point of experience, and you'll get an exceptional success on 3 rather than 5.
Okay, I want to do that.
All right. So you remove the condition, you gain a point of experience, and go ahead and give me your dice roll.
Alright, so it'll be 3, 4, 5 plus 1. So 6.
It would just be your wits plus your composure, so it'd be 5.
Oh, okay, so just 5. Alright. 2.
So not an exceptional success. However, in the distance, you do see this large structure in the distance, grander than anything you have ever seen. You have seen hills before, but this thing looks like a hill made of stone and much, much larger. It is on the opposite end of where you were, Kalmir. That's why you didn't see it. As you kind of look about the table and then you look up, Catalina, that's when you see this gigantic thing towering what looks to be above the tree line.
And I'm seeing this while I'm inside the hut?
Yeah, out through the window.
Oh, okay.
So I have a plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I've got a plan. So I don't really know what the narrative limits Wonderful Machine is.
What is it called?
Wonderful Machine. It's a tier 3 matter spell.
Tier 3 matter?
3 matter.
Okay, give me 1 moment. 1 moment here. It is Wonderful Machine. The spell allows you to Alright, what are you trying to do with it?
I'm gonna take the door on this hut, and I'm gonna take another door from another hut and have the longhouse door lead to the other door. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't. Oh, now that I'm speaking it out, that doesn't make sense at all. Never mind. It's matter, not space.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be a matter spell.
Yeah,
not-
I would need to.
or space
okay,
spell, not matter spell.
Never mind. Hold on. I can do something stupid. Hold on. I can figure this out.
While you think of that, let's go ahead and go back to Catalina and Kalmir.
I think I'm gonna begin scrutinizing this this mana thing. I
Alright.
can figure it out how it works.
You're going to have to use your prime because no, you can use space. It's just going to reduce your dice pool.
Which would be better?
It would definitely be space.
All right, that's fine. I will use space then.
Alright, so for you to be able to do that, extended action, few various blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, I've got an opacity in mind. So now you need to go ahead and give me your dice pool, which is going to be your Gnosis plus Arcanum.
All right, so that's 5 dice if I'm using space.
Yes.
5. Roll 2 successes.
Alright, so
And time per roll is 1 turn, so I guess just a few seconds, right?
yes. So, I can give you a little bit of surface information. This is not the result of awakened magic.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
that's the only thing I can give you at this time.
Okay, let me write that down. Not from awakened.
Fortunately, this doesn't. All right, and remember, you can burn a point of mana to add a success up to your, per turn limit.
Right.
Catalina, when you look at Kalmir, you can see he's completely engrossed in his mage vision. You can see his nimbus around him flaring as he looks at the swirl of magic, as he called it. You don't see the swirl of magic, but you remember what he was saying, so you can assume that is what he's currently investigating.
I feel completely useless. Okay. I know I saw a really cool hill. I guess I could go investigate it?
So you want to head out on your own?
Yeah, I'm sure Kalmir will be fine by himself.
If you want, go ahead and roll me your wits plus your survival tracking, or hunting, sorry.
Okay, wits is 3. Survival is 2. And then adding the hunting adds a roll?
Yeah, adds 1, yeah.
So that would be 6. Bupkis.
You see footprints that lead away from the house, but you can't really tell if they're Tordor's or not. But you do see footprints.
Well, they're not mine, and they're not Kalmir's, so I can only assume they are someone else's. So, I will follow said footprints, or seen footprints.
Alright, Kalmir, give me your next roll.
Scroll. Same pool. Another 2.
Alright. You start to gain a little bit more information regarding this. Let's see here. It's, as stated, it's not awakened magic, but you can tell that if this was created by awakened magic, this would have to have been created by a mage, much more powerful. We're talking like their understanding of magic would have to be maybe a 9 or a 10 on what you would call gnosis.
Whew. It's quite a bit.
Igor, what was your stupid plan as you coined it?
I'm thinking.
You want me to come back to you?
So, okay. I'm just doing some science here. I'm gonna, very quickly make, a dirt golem or something. So... Let's see, I would need shaping to actually quickly make it, so I don't have to physically do it.
Okay.
I'll cast shaping real quick.
Instant cast. Okay.
Yeah, instant cast, then I'm sure I had... It's a level 2, so I should have other free reach.
Yes.
So I'll use the other free reach to make it be able to alter solid substances, because dirt is a solid substance.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna make just a dirt person.
Okay. Give me your roll.
Yep, so that is...
More than enough.
Yeah. So then Golem is the same thing. I don't need any extra reach apart from the free reach, so...
Okay, give me that roll.
Yeah, I lost my mouse for a second.
One success is enough. You animate this golem. This little clay dirt person.
Okay. I'm gonna tell it to walk into the house and then walk back. That's the command. Like, walk in, return.
All right, it moves into the house. You can see it enter into the house, and as it turns to leave, you see it vanish. Catalina, that is when you hear footsteps come up behind you.
Oh dear.
You can see a dirt person moving up behind you, and then kind of stops as soon as it steps outside, as if it's confused.
Yes, I'm confused too. Okay, Clay. I'm pretty sure that's Igor's, because he loves making things move. I kind of stare at him, trying to see if maybe he knows how to get back.
The clay dirt person kind of just stands there motionless. Igor, as stated, as soon as it tries to leave, it vanishes again.
Okay, so it can. So it's a teleporter, yeah, okay. Inanimate objects also appear to go through the teleporter, not just people. I don't know how far away they are, so it might take a little bit for it to walk back. I don't think I'm seeing that gold. Okay, I should just go in, but Igor really just would not trust this shit. I apologize for holding this up, but oh god.
Well, I mean, the ghost told you that, one way in, 2 ways out if you're a mage.
Kalmir, go ahead and give me your next roll.
Ooh! Nice, 4 successes.
Nice, okay, that knocks it down another peg. Okay. This definitely is related to the supernal realm. Specifically, the supernal realm of space. It's almost like it's a tunnel through it.
It's like tunnel.
And you can tell that this mystery is as old as the world itself.
That's old as the world itself, as in as old as far back in time as we can go, like to Atlantis.
As far back as you know exists.
Okay.
At this point, go ahead and make me a revelation check.
Okay.
That's Gnosis plus your Arcanum minus 1.
That would be 4. 1 success. What does that do? Okay.
You can tell that possibly with enough mana you could reverse this. However, it would be a significant drain on you to do so. At your current Gnosis level. It looks like that's all you can figure out from this thing. It is a portal through space that doesn't need mana to travel through once, but if you want to return, it looks like it requires a significant amount of mana to be able to return you, but it is possible.
Would I know how significant?
More than you could currently produce at once.
But if I were to extend, like use mana over a certain period of time, would that still work?
Yeah, it would need to be all at once.
Oh.
It essentially it uses the magic or all the mana at once, from what you can tell. So it's a one and done deal.
But I still don't know exactly how much, just more than I can use.
Produce at once, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that finishes my scrutinizing of it, does it? Or can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've succeeded on everything that I can give you.
Okay. Okay.
As you exit your very focused mage site, as you turn to look at the door, you can see that there is a clay person standing at the entrance, and you see Catalina kind of walking away.
Cat, where are you going? What's with the golem? Hello.
Wait. I can still hear him, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He just came through the door. I'm guessing it's Igor. I'm assuming he's trying to figure out where we're at.
Okay. Well, I don't know exactly where we're at. I have figured out a little bit of how this thing works. So basically, it is like an entrance to another place. It's been here super long time, like probably as far back as I know, it's been here a long time. It is, I think I can reverse it to send us back, but it will require more mana than I can currently throw at it all at once.
So you need me?
Would that work? Question to the sky?
That it seems like it would work. Logically, if you have more than one person throwing mana at it at one time, then yes.
Okay. That could work, but it would still require, a fair bit of mana. Is that something you want to do now to go back, or do you want to look around?
I found tracks, meaning I'm guessing there's someone else here. It might be Todur?
It probably is Todur because he came in the hut. He didn't come out of the hut, so I guess he did come out just on this side. He has proven to be a lot more adept at space than I am.
So you have two choices here. We can either try to exit this area on our own, or figure out who is at the end of these tracks.
Well, you guys ponder that decision real quick. Gonna go back to Igor.
Yes. Okay. Plan, like, what are we on, like F or something? I don't know.
I think this is C, but sure, we'll go with F.
I don't know. I've canceled a lot of plans in my head. Now, I can tell the golems can listen to me and can like continue their order. So the plan now is I'm going to wage a war from the other side of this teleporter house.
Okay, we have
If I make a bunch of golems and I tell them go into the house and then go kill Todur, it should work logically, I think. I have no idea. I can't see the other side, but I'm gonna try because it's clearly a trap. Who would put a teleporter in a one-way door house? Like, how do you leave normal? I don't know. It's a trap. I don't trust it. But if you want me to just go through the door instead of doing stupid things, please let me know. I don't want to hold the game up.
Send the dog. I want my dog.
I don't want to go in. Okay. Well, then again, I could just make the golems from the other side. I don't have any animal sense, though. How easy would it be to coax the dog in with me? Do you just push him through?
You would probably risk being bitten a lot. Because from what you know of Dog doesn't like anybody but Kalmir and Todur that one night.
Apparently.
What if I use the copper golems to push him?
You would have a fight. Dog would definitely resist that. I mean, those things tried to reproduce.
Okay.
It's just
All right,
not
you know what?
going
I'm gonna tell my golems, go into the house. I'll follow after them. Dog, if he wants to come in, I'm gonna kind of like motion to him and like, hey, your owner needs help. But I can't. I don't want to get bit.
As you enter with your golems, Dog kind of just shakes his head no. As you try to coax him in. As you step in and turn around, or you can see Kalmir at the door now. Or still see Kalmir at the door looking out, and now you see the forest.
Ah, it was a trap? Hmm.
Do I see Igor now?
Yes, you can see and hear him.
We both see him?
Yes. Well, you might be a little too far to see him.
Okay.
But you can hear Kalmir exclaim, Igor!
Igor!
It's you. You're not like in compromise. Like you didn't sign on with the enemy. Is that why you weren't paying attention to me?
What? You disappeared, or I should say, we disappeared.
I threw a rock at you, so I mean,
Yes,
trying
that,
to
that
stab
rock
me.
came out of
Clearly,
nowhere.
are you gonna stab me again?
Look around.
Yeah, it was a trap. That's right. It's a teleporter.
Yeah, it's not a trap, but good call on teleporter. That is what it is. It works one way, but if we throw enough mana at it, I bet we could reverse it.
Okay,
If we wanted to go back. Where's Dog? Dog didn't come?
Dog didn't come in, and I didn't want to get bit.
Yeah, he probably would have bit you.
Now, I could still see you from outside the hut, so maybe you can go in and like open the doorway and try to coax him in, because he can still hear you. But I don't know.
Okay, could you hear us when we were
I
in?
could, and then you walked out, and I couldn't hear you anymore.
I'll try that. See if it works. I'm gonna walk in the hut. I'm gonna try and coax Dog in.
You try for a couple of minutes, but there's no response. Igor, would you like to roll me Igor, please roll me a perception check. I'm not happy.
Please. Okay, what's perception? Wits,
Wits composure.
Wits composure. It's not a whole lot of dice I'm rolling here, I'll be honest with you. I'm only rolling 5.
That's all you need.
That's a lot of ones.
That doesn't really matter. That's enough. You obviously are looking around, and as you look out the window, you see this gigantic mountain. You know, the same thing that Catalina saw. Looks like a man-made hill made of stone.
Ah, that is not a tree.
No.
Maybe those are natural here? I don't know. But no, that is not a tree. Have you you looked at that, Kalmir?
Me? No, I've been
What's going on
studying,
over there?
I've been studying the magical swirls. What's happening? What are you seeing? I looked
There's
around.
There's a big old stone box on the horizon.
As you look out the window with his direction, you can see what he saw.
Wow, that is huge. What is that? There's a
Stone.
lot that we don't know. All right, well, now I have to make a choice, I guess.
Also, at this point, the dust person that you created, Igor, comes walking back into the house and walks up to you and kind of more or less stares at you.
Ah, so it did not start walking back, so it didn't know where to go. Are we on another plane of reality? Because surely it would walk back, right?
Unless there was there's no telling how far away this pathway through magic through
Golem doesn't need to eat or rest. It can just start walking. Like, hold it to walk back.
Catalina, could you roll me another hunting check? So that's going to be your wits plus your survival.
3, 4, 5, 6, 6. There we go. 1.
That's still enough.
Yay.
As you follow the path, you can kind of see that it goes down a hill, but it definitely is leading in the direction of that mountain thing that you saw.
I turn around.
You would have to shout for them to be able to hear you at this point. You have walked far enough away.
Shout for Kalmir.
At this point, I'm thinking, well, I came here to kill a man. I'm gonna kill a man. I'm rallying the golems. I'm going to the stone box. Because that looks out of place.
I don't want to shout in the mic, so I'll just state that I'm shouting for Kalmir.
Yes, I shout back.
I found tracks that are leading up to this thing. Hill?
That's the best term you have, yeah.
Rock Hill?
Rock Hill? Hill, not that we've seen normally. So, if we think it's Todur, I'm pretty sure this is our best bet of where he might be at.
Okay, so back to my choice. I can either continue on tracking or find a way to get dog back.
Decisions in life.
I know.
I'm guessing, Igor, you stated that you are joining Catalina on the trail?
Yeah. How far away is this stone hill? Like, do we have a clear line of sight on it even?
There's a lot of trees. More trees than you've ever seen in your life, but just from what you can see, it probably wouldn't take more than a couple of hours to get there.
Well, it's a trek, but what time of day is it actually?
It is from your best guess. It's sometime like noon, which, as stated, it was nighttime when you guys were in the village, but it is now definitely bright daylight.
That's more concerning. Well, plenty of sunlight to keep up the warpath. Onwards. And I will make my intentions clear. I am going to that hill, and I'm going to find and kill Todur. If anyone wants to join me, they are free to do so. But I'm going to kill him. He killed our village, I'm killing him.
Wait, are you saying that in the hut, or are you, like, next to me?
I'm kind of just walking, just kind of monologuing at this point.
Okay.
So yeah,
Probably like in between you and the hut.
So yeah, you can hear him, and Kalmir can hear him at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, to me, it's a surprise. Like, oh my gosh, Igor, you're here. You made it.
Well,
You finally walked through the door?
I had to test the door. It was a trap, you see. Who would make their house into a teleporter that you can't leave out of? Surely Maybe that's why they were stupid. They kept losing all the smart people to the teleporter.
Clearly. Okay, well, where's Kalmir? We're heading off to the hill, aren't we?
He's trying to get his dog. You know.
Well, Kalmir realizes that he can't go back by himself because he doesn't have enough mana to throw at it. So he has to continue on with the group. Hopefully, maybe dog will come through on his own. Hint. Maybe. Cross fingers.
I mean, it might be good that he stays out there.
It's my dog. I don't
Yeah,
wanna...
but he might be in danger in here.
Give you a copper dog.
He's got a point.
No, we'll just continue and maybe we'll come back later. Hopefully not too later. Let's just go.
Let's
As-
just hurry up.
As I stated, the trek is actually not that far in distance, but it's very, very difficult terrain. You're having to deal with vegetation so thick that you're actually having to use your spear kind of like a knife to cut through it at points. Is how thick this vegetation is.
Anything interesting there?
I was gonna say, give me a wits plus farming,
So that'd be 3 and 3, 6.
and that's part of your survival, right? Yes.
Yes. Hey, 1 success.
You're able to find various fruits hanging from the trees that appear edible. There's a few different berries and plants that seem to be pretty edible.
I'm gonna, grab some and collect some, put them in my sack, and
One of the weirdest looking ones is this yellow hanging fruit that has this green curved object hanging from it, which you pluck and you peel off, and then it reveals this small little hard nut that is fairly tasty and edible. This would in the future be called a cashew.
no. I don't. No. I don't want to eat that. No, cashews are poisonous without preparation.
You taste it though, and immediately spit it out.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's not good. We can't farm that.
You love putting things in your mouth.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, there's no time to eat plants. We have to kill them, man.
I'm just trying to find new things that maybe we can develop when we get back and make a new village.
You find a papaya.
We can develop poisons to kill this man.
You find what will become a papaya in the future.
Ooh.
I'm assuming you're collecting that.
Sure, I'm basically whatever is edible.
But mainly, the reason I bring this up is because you achieved a success here, so you can go ahead and mark off that aspiration.
All right. So I guess I'll just delete it then.
Yep. You gain a point of experience for that.
Well, bam. Okay.
So, after a few hours, you come to the base of this gigantic hill. The top of this hill you cannot see due to the tops of the trees. It looks like it has definitely been created. There's no way this thing is natural. And it has steps leading up to what looks to be a gigantic stone doorway. And that is where the footprints that you were following Catalina end, is at the start of these steps.
Alright, so this is the end. I'm assuming he went up these steps. It might be a trap, like Igor, you're saying. But do you just want to go ahead in first? I mean, there's really only one way, which is forward at this point.
Thinking creative enough, you see. Why go through the obvious trap door when we make a new door instead?
Elaborate?
We destroy the wall and make a new door. I assume this is a very steep hill, like a 90-degree steep hill.
No, it's not 90
It is
degrees.
actually a hill, okay.
The best way to obviously metagame knowledge, this is in the shape of a pyramid.
See, okay. So, we're not actually sieging a castle. Alright, good to know. I don't need to build a trebuchet yet.
At the top of the staircase, you guys can now see a person standing there, and you hear Tordor's voice. So you chased me all the way here, I see. At this
Throwing a
point,
rock.
he begins to descend the stairs. He has what looks to be like a gigantic piece of fabric over his left arm that he grabs and throws away, revealing this gigantic claw-like thing that has replaced his left arm. And he goes, "So you chased me this far without knowing anything, it seems. Well, that's a bit of a disappointment. But
If you would answer questions, maybe we would know something. But no, you just teleport away like a coward.
no more teleporting, if that's your concern. I will kill you here and now, since it doesn't seem like you're going to be of any use to me or my master at this point. You're just going to become a hindrance." He continues to descend the stairs. If you actually want to throw a rock at him, go ahead and give me a... it will be a dexterity plus weaponry check.
Weaponry. Oh, okay, I don't have weaponry. If.
You know what? I'll let you use firearms in this situation, even though it's not quite what it means. I'll go ahead and let you use firearms in this situation. Or archery, quote unquote.
Okay.
He's able to raise his arm, but the rock digs deep into his arm, and you hear him kind of hiss as he kind of throws his arm down, removing the embedded rock from it.
Big old powerful mage hurt by a rock.
So, if you would, everybody, please give me initiative.
Okay.
Initiative is a D10 mod plus mod.
D10 plus
Yes.
initiative mod, yeah.
So you got an 8.
Oh, I need to add. Well, 6 plus 5 is 11. I forgot to put the plus.
No, you just roll 1 dice and then add your mod on.
I know, I forgot to add mod on, so I
No,
rolled
I'm talking to...
No.
to Mel.
There you go.
So what's your mod?
5.
That's 14.
14. Mm-hmm.
And then...
11 for Kalmir.
Yeah, and then for Igor it was 8. Yeah. So let me go ahead and roll for... Okay. Nine. So Todur goes first at 15. So he leaps the rest of the way down. As he leaps, he comes at you, Igor, and uses this gigantic claw-like creation that he has on his arm to swipe at you. Your defense is 3. So we are going to go with. Hold on, I've got to find his. So we're going to do that plus that. So that's 6. Or sorry, no, not 6. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 3. So that's 4 dice. This arm cuts into you and just removes flesh from your chest. You take 2 points of lethal damage. To mark that on your character sheet, you see the boxes underneath your health.
Yeah, I see.
You
click
twice.
times.
Only twice. 3 times aggravated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's lethal. So you take 2 points of lethal damage. Now, Catalina, you were the one that rolled 14.
Mm-hmm.
You are next.
Mm. Sorry, I'm trying to think what to do.
If you want to hold your turn, for you can go ahead and do that while you think. All right, Kalmir,
Yes.
go ahead and take your turn.
All right. I'm going. Oh, I guess I'll just attack it with my spear.
All right, he's gonna apply his defense to you. His defense is 6.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
I have for the merit spear and bayonet. The 2 keep at bay says I can threaten an opponent with my weapon to prevent maneuvering. Choose an opponent with a shorter weapon. If that opponent takes any action other than backing away or dodging, he loses his defense against your character's next attack. I need to spend a willpower to activate that. Can I do that and attack, or is it one or the other?
It's one or the other.
Ah.
Because that would take up your instant action doing that.
Right. Well, I'll do that one then. Spend a willpower point, keep at bay.
Okay, go ahead and burn the willpower. So he either has to back away or he loses all of his defense to you.
Yeah.
Okay, well then he doesn't have to apply his defense. Catalina, are you ready for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I swing at it.
With your fist or with your stick?
My stick.
Okay, Catalina. Go ahead and give me a brawl. You said with your stick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't have any weaponry, so that would just be your strength minus 1.
So 1 dice.
Yeah.
1 die. Woohoo!
Wow, you really got a 10. Even if that was a chance die, you would have succeeded. You're able to crack him with your stick. You deal a point of lethal damage to him.
My face looks a little shocked.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Kalmir. I did not mean to put that on your character.
What'd you do to me?
I accidentally put a point of lethal damage on thinking you were Tordor's sheet.
Ah!
Mhm.
Right, Igor.
Well, command all golems to kill. Rip and tear until it is done.
All right. Quick question for you, Pooter.
Yes?
What was your dog's attack stats?
Hold on.
Obviously, brawl and
Yeah.
strength.
Attack, bite, 1 damage, plus 1 initiative, 6 dice pool.
Okay, so because you're kind of operating with a horde here, go ahead and give me a dice pool of 10, and we won't apply his defense to it just because there's so many things attacking him at once.
Alright. Now, does commanding them to do something use up my action?
In this situation, yes, just because this could get really insane real quickly with the amount of attacks that are going down.
Fair enough. Okay. Plan like G. Okay, scratch that off. We're going with plan swarm.
Okay, so that's 3. I will go ahead. Okay, so as your minions swarm him, he's unable to maneuver around them. So he gets stuck a couple of times by the tentacle dogs, little barbs that they have, and he gets decked by the dust man that you have, dealing, roughing him up quite a bit. Kind of snarls.
Dirt.
And he kind of snarls and has to back away a little bit to try and keep from being surrounded. As he does so, though, that uses up his action. So, Catalina, it is back to your turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bruise Flesh. Says a mage can use life magic to simply bruise and batter a living creature. This is an attack spell, inflicting bashing damage equal to the spell's potency.
Okay, so the spell's potency is usually 1. That's a, level 1 spell? Or level 2?
3.
Level 3. Okay, so you only have 1 reach.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to instacast that. Do you want to sacrifice dice to increase the potency?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me see here just to make sure. It is minus 2 dice per potency, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your dice pool is going to be 6 plus your... I'm assuming you're using high speech.
Yeah.
And then your yantra, your cup.
Yes, I whip out my cup.
So that's a total of 9 dice. Do you want to increase the potency to remove 2 dice from that, but to increase the amount of damage you'll do?
No.
Okay, then give me a roll of 9 dice, please.
4 successes.
All right, you succeed. That deals 1 point of bashing damage to him. You can see the flesh on his normal arm begin to bruise as your spell takes hold. Kind of moves his arm as you do so. Kalmir.
Me!
It's your go. He did back up.
He did back up, yes. Okay. Let's see.
He's still within your range.
Okay. I'm debating whether I want to cast a spell or just attack with the spear. Let me think here. 2 seconds. I'm going to cast Kinetic Blow, which is forces 2.
Okay.
It focuses kinetic force of bludgeoning attacks to cause lethal damage like piercing weapons, but I can use it on my spear with a reach and get potency to a maximum of 5 to get a bonus damage, weapon damage. Okay, so 1 reach it's 2, so I get 2 reaches, yes?
You have forces 3. What level of force is it?
2.
So yeah, you have 2 free reaches.
Unless you let me spend experience right now and gain a level of forces.
No.
Okay, I figured. All right, so 2 reaches. One is obviously going to be instant.
Yeah.
The other one will be. Well, I would have to spend 3 reach. Dang it. It's fine. I'll spend 3 reach. So 1 reach for instant, 1 reach for held weapons, and 1 reach that it'll apply the stunned tilt.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna have a
Fun time.
4 paradox because of your condition.
Yeah.
So give me a roll.
Okay, so Gnosis 4, Force is 3, that's 7, plus Yantras.
Do you want to burn any mana to reduce the paradox chance?
I will burn.
Keep in mind that you do need mana to get back over.
I do, yes. I'll burn 1 mana.
Okay, so that removes 1 or 2.
I don't remember.
I think it's 1. Okay. So I've adjusted my
Alright.
my
4,
pool.
7. 7, that's a total of 10 dice with Yantras.
Okay.
And I want to increase potency. So it's 2 for 1. I want to increase it to potency 3. So that's 4 dice.
Yes.
So I'm rolling 6 dice.
Yes.
Yes. Hey. Dang.
Do you want to contain the paradox or do you want to release it?
I'm gonna contain it.
Okay. Containing a paradox is. What was it again? Can contain a paradox. If she attempts to contain it, she will suffer injury. Paradox conditions. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, go ahead and roll your wisdom as a dice pool.
Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. You are able to reduce the dice pool of that down to 0. So each success, if the paradox roll still succeeds, the spell is not penalized, but does not. Okay, so it looks like nothing happens because you succeeded this time.
Whew.
So you're able to contain the paradox safely.
Awesome. Cool. But that's going to be my action. So
Yes. So, Igor.
So how far away is he from me right now?
He backed away, so now you have, essentially it's you guys with, Kalmir being able to poke at him still with his spear. So he's still within spear range, so you can easily move to him. You do have to move around your little swarm that you have. Your swarm just has to step forward to, keep up with him.
How wounded does he appear to be?
He seems roughed up, but he doesn't seem to have, he has serious wounds, but nothing excessively life-threatening at this point.
Okay. Now, I've been reading on the spellcasting, most specifically duration, because I don't think I used basically the transmutate spell correctly before, because it doesn't appear to be permanent by default.
No, you had 1 year.
That was for the golems. From what I can tell, even changing my golems to copper wasn't permanent by default. However, I could be reading it wrong, and it's, I think, kind of a very odd place to change it now.
We will just move on
Yeah.
and keep it
So
as is right now.
I don't know if my other plan of changing the ground beneath his feet to water for a turn and having him sink into the water and then having it turn back to stone because it only lasts a turn?
No, that'd be fine if you want to attempt that.
Yeah, so then I move up and on the ground, like directly beneath his feet, I cast the transmutation engine. I'm assuming we're standing on stone into water, basically.
Okay, give me the roll. Obviously, this is instacast. 2 successes. The ground beneath him and a couple of your golems turns into water, and they sink. He's able to bob his head up right as the spell's duration ends and earth encompasses him. He is currently caught up shoulder height in dirt.
I thought we were standing on stone. Fine. Okay.
He leapt down because you guys hadn't started climbing up yet. So, but he is stuck in the ground, about neck height. So his neck and his head's above the ground. Your golems, are a couple of your tentacle dogs, however, are completely submerged. So we're going to actually end combat here because he really can't fight. However, you see him snarl, and you guys begin to feel the magic ooze out of him if you guys want to activate Mage Sight, specifically you, Catalina.
I activate my Mage Sight.
You see time begin to swirl around him, coalescing around this little necklace that is, for lack of a better word, it's a choker in modern day terms. It has this small little blue gem that is now glowing very brightly, and you can see time slowly start trying to reverse around the necklace. If you want, give me a dexterity check to go ahead and try and snatch it away from him.
Yes.
Straight dexterity, and you know what? If you have any athletics, I'll let you use athletics as well.
I do not, so it'll just be 3 dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always remember you can burn willpower.
I do not snatch it.
You do snatch it, but not before the ground all of a sudden turns back into water, and he's able to lift himself up before the ground transforms back into dirt.
Oh, dear.
You can, from what you can tell, he literally reversed time with that item. As he stands back up, he lunges at you, Catalina, screaming, "Give that back!" And he swings at you. All right, let's see. Your defense is 3.
I think it's relevant to say the golems are still attacking him. I did not tell them. He got stuck. The order to rip and tear was not revoked.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and get his attack roll in here. So that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 minus 3, that's 4 dice. He's able to strike into you with his claws and shreds out a little bit of you. He doesn't get as good of a hit as he did originally, so you take only a single point of lethal damage.
Okay. In the box?
Yeah, you click it twice to make it an X.
Okay.
And then you would need to click the second one for that single point of bashing damage you have.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. So it is now your go. He is now very angry and gunning for you.
I want to use. I wanted to use degrading form, which basically, if he has any, what's it called? Any like crippling genetic defects, current injuries, or disease, it just magnifies it. And then it'll either reduce his strength, dexterity, or stamina by 1.
Go right ahead. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. She's like, now I'm not so confident.
I mean, so let's see. It says suggested rote skills, brawl, medicine, and survival.
No, you still just roll your standard dice pool.
Oh, okay.
So it's your life domain plus your gnosis.
3, 6. Doop. And doop. 0 successes. I fail.
He seems. You feel the pressure of him being almost on top of you, and you lose sight of the spell that you were weaving, and the magic kind of just fizzles away. Kalmir.
Me.
Yeah.
All right. So, I forgot something on my last spell that I cast. Because it's a praxis, that means it's an exceptional success on 3 successes, which I rolled.
Okay.
I don't remember what that does, but but it happened.
Okay. Well, we're past it right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we're past it. I just wanted to remind myself. Okay, well, I'm gonna attack him with my spear.
Okay. He is going to apply his defense to you. He's not quite that blood hungry, so it's -6.
Okay.
Always remember you can burn a point of willpower for extra dice.
Indeed, which I will. So let's clickety willpower. So it's strength, weaponry, plus spear, that's 6, plus willpower, that's a 9 total, -6. So
yes.
3 dice.
Yeah, he has a pretty substantial defense.
Hey. 1 success, that's 4 damage, lethal.
Okay, so hold up.
Because plus 3 on the spell.
Yeah, hold on.
And he's stunned.
Yeah, you get your spear in deep and you hear him hiss as he kind of grabs a hold of the spear and stares at you, kind of hunkered over where you have it impaled as you rip it back out. You rip it from his hands and he kind of goes down to one knee, clutching at his side, gritting his teeth. Igor, go ahead and give me... You know what? Because your minions didn't attack last turn, give me a dice pool of 20. Basically, we're doubling up on your normal dice pool for your minions swarming.
Okay. Watch me roll like 2.
7 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
They have damage 1, don't they? Sorry, keep going.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As they descend upon him, they nearly beat him back into the ground the hard way. All of the tentacle wolves that you have dig in their little needles, and your golem's just on top of him. You know, the dust man's just wailing on him. You can see this man probably has minutes left in his life as he kind of just kneels there on the ground, you know, waving side to side, blood pouring out of him.
Let's make it seconds instead of minutes. Continue.
Catalina, because he's stunned this round. So it goes back to you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do bruised flesh again.
All right. That's. Do you want to reduce your pool to go ahead and increase potency?
Yes.
So it's 2 dice for every potency that you want to add. You only need to add 1. So you only need to remove 2 dice from your pool.
Okay.
Just a little outside help there, so you don't overshoot.
Overkill. Finish it.
So 7 dice?
Yep, that
Yeah.
makes. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Despite everything, you feel him resist your spell as he kind of sits there, swaying back and forth. Kalmir.
I suppose it's my job to finish him off now. With a spear. Does he...
He does not have any defense, so you can just killing blow him if you want.
Alright, I'll go ahead and do that. Fun.
So go ahead and roll your entire dice pool, which is going to be straight,
Yeah, so it's 3 and 3, so 6. No willpower. So 6. What? Ridiculous. 0 successes.
I don't think you can miss a killing blow.
Oh?
Don't think. I think that's the point of a killing blow is you can't miss it.
Happily finish him off if you really wish.
Or do I not need to roll? I just apply full damage? Is that how that works?
I don't think it says apply full damage, but let me confirm. I may be wrong.
But if I can't miss...
Defense, dodge, catching an opponent, human shields, covering concealment, no. Going prone, specify target. Oh, no, you do just apply full damage.
Alright, so that's...
Yeah, that's my bad.
6, 9 damage.
You raise your spear above your head, and he looks up right as you bring it down. You bring the spear directly down his throat, through his body, and you give it a twist before you yank it back out, and he falls limp.
Fatality. Well, that was a thing. What did you rip off of him? You took something.
Yeah, he was turning back time with this, and I hand over the
Robot.
Yeah, you roboted out.
yeah, he was casting a spell with it. He was reversing time, so I tried yanking it off before he could finish, and I pass it over to him.
All right, well, I take it, I look at it with Mage Sight. I don't have any time, so just prime.
This thing, it's comparable in strength to that vortex back inside the hut.
Holy crap!
What?
If you guys want to roll me a intelligence plus occult check,
I'm not very smart, and I don't have
Chance.
anything in occult.
Really? Dang it.
That's 4 zeros in a row. That's just not right.
No successes.
no successes. Unfortunately, you guys are unaware of what this thing is. From what Catalina can tell you, it has something to do with magic, and from what you can see, Kalmir is immensely powerful.
Well, I don't know exactly what it is or what it does, but I can tell that it is quite potent, whatever it does. It's about as powerful as that. Would you call it, Igor, the teleporter that we came through?
I say teleporter, but I probably don't have a concept of a teleporter. It's probably more just a portal.
Yeah.
Well, if he was able to reverse time, and he seemed really
Reversed
angry when I took it,
Time, he reversed my spell.
which took time to do it.
But we did not move backwards. Just the spell did.
Maybe selected time. Time is very odd.
Way, it's powerful. He had it, so it's probably evil. We should probably destroy it.
Or study it.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. You should figure out what it is. Maybe it's not.
You can't trust it.
Okay,
Maybe it has something to
you
do with-
seriously need to like stop with the destroying and the killing and everything. We're not destroying it. Ugh.
Maybe you're not. No, its power is probably beyond that I can actually destroy.
Besides, if we try destroying it, I mean, what if it backfires?
Not if I used Annihilate.
I kind of turn my head. What?
You kind of feel the ground rumble slightly. You feel the ground move almost away from the gigantic structure before you. As in, let's say the ground was shaking and the epicenter was in the middle of the object. You feel, it pulsing away, essentially. The ground shaking in that kind of ripple fashion.
We should probably go.
Well, go where? Go back? Go forward?
Go back home. Go back to our area timeline. Unless you want to stay here.
Well, he mentioned his master. Does his master live here?
With your prime sight still activated, I'm assuming when you say that, you kind of look at the structure.
Yes.
The amount of magic or supernal energy you see in this area, as soon as you look at the structure, it nearly blinds you.
Ah. Was there anything?
Catalina,
Okay.
with your, do you still have your time sight activated?
I believe so. I never deactivated it.
As you look at the structure, you see that this structure is out of time. By out of time, you don't see the flow of time around it, as if it doesn't belong in time at all. It exists outside of it.
I think we should really go back. There's no sense in staying here.
So, it's just a bit of a tremor.
No, it's kind of hard to explain, but if we don't book it, we might not exist.
What do you mean?
Point is, we go. I start pushing them. We need to go. We need to leave.
But I want to see what it is. I mean, I agree that it's probably extremely dangerous and we probably shouldn't be here, but...
Mage curiosity.
Mage curiosity, yes.
Well, you can't be curious
Look,
if you're dead.
it's using it, it's bad. Therefore, we need to figure out what it is so we can most effectively destroy it. I was thinking just, a mass, annihilate spell, but I reckon it's probably magic too, so that wouldn't work too well.
We're not going to destroy it, but we are going to get out of here. Don't you want to see Dog? I look at Kalmir.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, time could be very different here than back home.
Kalmir, roll me a composure check.
Just straight composure?
Yes.
Okay. That's 3. 1 6.
You're able to resist it, but just the sheer amount of magical energy and what you could do with that amount of energy is making you so curious.
Kalmir bites his lip. I mean, the amount of power that's emanating from this place is amazing, to say the least. Does it look dangerous to my mage eyes?
No, it's just a place of immense power. Also, as you guys look, Tordor's body has begun to mutate and fester.
Oh, gross.
To use Annihilate to get rid of him now that he's dead. He is now inert matter.
He's an object now.
Go ahead and give me that spell check.
Boosh.
As his body disappears, you hear a thunderous voice from inside. Victor!
I don't speak that. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I step back.
Did you actually say a word, or was that like just?
Yes, I did.
What did you actually? I didn't.
That thunderous noise you heard said, "My Vector."
Oh, no, that's not good. Wait, I don't know what vector is. Math hasn't been invented yet.
What's our vector, Victor?
Roll me an intelligence check, everybody.
Oh, that's just one.
You know, you think I would have put more points into intelligence, to be honest.
Hey, I got 2 successes. I rolled 2 dice.
Kalmir, you remember? Oh wait, no, you wouldn't remember because he said that specifically to Igor. You know what?
Get dice for paranoia.
You know what? Be damned with the rolls, so to speak. I'm gonna count Pooter's roll for everybody.
Alright.
Igor, you remember your second conversation with Todur? He called him, or he had mentioned that he was called a Vector by his master.
Yeah. Well, whatever his master is in there. Or it's here, speaking to us somewhere. I'm still for the Annihilate plan. Or the Runaway plan.
Well, what if whatever this is causing the sickness?
Well, we can always come back. I mean, it's not like that longhouse is going anywhere.
But we're here now.
Yeah, but we're not very strong now. Like, we could spend a couple years actually figuring out how to be mages better, and then come back, you know? Like, I don't think this pyramid thing's going anywhere. It might. Okay, actually, now that I think about it, it very well might.
Well, what did Todur say? It's helping something expand. What if this thing is the thing that's wanting to expand?
Then surely he'd go find some masons and not mages. Like, I don't know anything about building a pyramid.
I don't think the mound is what's speaking.
Well,
It's inside the structure.
Helping him expand, we just killed Todur, so now no one can expand for him. Easy game.
Wait. So.
Oh crap!
That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of successes.
Continue.
That's a lot of dice. You know, I just got this weird premonition that maybe we should be going.
Oh, now you get it. Now you get the premonition. You know what? I hope you all die. I've been telling us to go, and y'all just want to stay here. You know what? Let's just stay here. Let's just go ahead and go through this hill thing. Jeez. Let's go.
We've already got the fancy amulet thing, which is really powerful.
That you've been wanting to destroy this entire time.
Yeah,
and just whiny about it.
I do want to destroy it, but you won't let me.
Point, you hear, "You will see me," and then the ground caves in.
Ah.
Oh shoot.
Everybody take.
Levitate. Hold on.
Everybody take 4 points of lethal damage.
I can't levitate.
Not at this moment, no.
Damn. Wait, no, I don't have levitation. Never mind. That's
Cool.
level 4. Shit. Can I telekinesis myself?
No, because you wanted to destroy the thingy and would. No.
That's not relevant to my inability to cast magic.
Can we activate our mage armor to reduce damage?
How would you... I know how you're reversing force, pretty much, right?
Yes.
I think you would be one of the few people that could do that.
Well, anyone has access to mage armor, depending on how many dots they have. Let me pull up because it's not a spell.
Yeah, it's an attainment.
Yeah. Let me find it. 3 dot. 4. No, it's 2 dot, I believe.
In this situation, it doesn't really matter, though.
Okay.
So, if you want to reduce the damage by however much, go ahead.
Forces
you're still-
armor applies the mage's full forces rating as general armor, applicable against all damaging physical attacks, and the automatic damage from fire and electricity.
It's not an attack, nor is it fire or electricity.
So I guess it wouldn't work.
Yeah, this is fall damage. This is just legit fall damage.
All right.
It is... Falling is the attack. It is attack from gravity.
You guys hit the bottom. It's hard stone and it hurts. Luckily, nothing falls on top of you because it all spilled down first. So you are now looking up probably 40 feet or so.
That's
about
a long way.
It is a very long way. The light pouring in from the gigantic opening illuminates this barren stone room. There's a doorway that would, from your perspective, it would lead directly into the heart of the structure. It seems like that is the only pathway from this room. The walls of this room are made of solid, smooth stone.
That'll stop me. Right, well, Mr. Master here is getting a little angry at us, so I propose we leave quickly.
I kind of rolled my eyes. But now he wants to leave.
Yeah, now I do. Now that
Now you want to leave. Now that we're pretty much
looking
stuck
through
here
my
and
shins.
doomed.
Roll me perception checks, please.
Wits composure, I believe.
Yes.
I don't see anything.
Guys' rolls today have been just absolutely abysmal.
I know.
All right, Catalina and Igor. You hear footsteps coming down the tunnel. Within a few moments, what looks to be something of a humanoid shape appears in the light. Stated, it looks somewhat human, but it looks You remember those corpses that you saw
Mhm.
in the village? It looks like one of them, but walking. It looks at you with a very cloudy eye, and it says, "Follow." And then it kind of turns back around and begins moving down the hallway.
Yeah, that's a negative for me, Chief. I'm turning around, going towards the wall.
I follow cautiously and leave Igor behind.
I will also follow. Is there any change in the amulet?
No,
No. Okay.
the amulet is still just the same.
You guys are gonna actually follow the what? I thought you guys wanted to leave.
I wanted to see what it was.
And we're in it, so it's too late.
But I can just shape
No.
stone into
No.
stones.
No, it's too late now. You should have left when I said let's leave, but you didn't want to leave, so you're stuck here now.
What kind of safety chest are you? Is this another you don't want to move away from the tentacle wolves?
It's done. The damage is done. We are here. You're stuck. You either leave by yourself or you move forward. Silence
Go
isn't an
forward.
option.
I want to go forward for the story, but Igor does not want to go forward.
He's conflicted here. He's been getting conflicted by this a lot.
I want to go through the door. No, yeah, Igor's not gonna follow. He can, Mr. Corpse Man can drag me down the hall if he wants.
You know what? Actually,
You very well.
I retract that statement.
It's too late now.
realizing that he's not being followed by all of you, he turns back around and re-enters the chamber and grabs Igor. If you want to oppose his grapple check, go right ahead.
I roll.
Yeah, it would be strength plus brawl to resist the grapple.
Okay, this isn't gonna happen. No.
He got you.
He got you good.
Grabs you and begins to pull Igor with him as he moves back into the lead, dragging you in front of Kalmir and Catalina.
Can't do this. I don't set golems. Attack. Kill. Rippin. I
Is
don't know
he-
if my golems are here. They probably fell to and broke.
Is he being dragged by his hair? That'd be hilarious.
No, by his arm.
Nah, darn it.
Where are my wolves? They cannot abandon me now in my hour of need.
Realistically, they were made of metal, so they were quite a bit heavier than the ground. So they're buried underneath the rubble, realistically.
Dirtman, please assist me.
Dirtman is shambling. He's quite damaged, but he's shambling, trying to catch up to obey your request.
Looking all pathetic.
Kind of like the scene in Terminator where he's dragging his leg behind him.
I've got another stupid plan. Let me cast Shaping, and I'll just block off the tunnel. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I can't even cast while being dragged.
I have half a mind to just bash you with my stick just to knock you out, and then he could just drag you the rest of the way.
You knew you were traitors, corrupt.
Already dragging him.
Well, yes, but drag him quietly. And no, we're not traitors. We're just. Oh.
Within the next few minutes, you guys have went down the corridor And the corridor has opened up into this massive antechamber. And at this point, the creature kind of flings Igor in front of him onto the ground. Igor, were you looking at Catalina and Kalmir, or were you looking at where you were being dragged?
Probably just like flailing around at this point.
Just not paying attention to anything.
Just kind of, I don't think like punching the Mr. Rotting Flesh Man is gonna help, but no, I'd probably just...
As you look around, all three of you look around this antechamber. I'll just do it this way then. It is inlaid with gold, electrum, and silver. This place, even with the minimal amount of light that's coming from that corridor, sparkles. And sitting, or maybe not sitting, but existing in the far corner on the opposite end of the room from the entrance that you guys came in, is this mass of putrid green flesh about 40 feet high. It's obese. It has a semi-humanoid face. It has 2 eyes and a mouth. It has short, flubbery arms. This thing smells like those corpses did in the town, but magnified 100 times.
Oh.
It fills up at least half of the room. As you guys look around the room, you guys can see 3 or 4 staircases that lead out of this area, as well as multitudes of pathways that break off in different directions. You have no idea where they go. But all that doesn't really matter with this gigantic blob thing. As he looks down at you. And he begins to speak, slowly, methodically. Every word is punctuated by a jiggling of his mass. You killed my Vector. You must provide compensation.
I
That's
nominate
so,
Igor.
contract. I don't see any legal obligation that I need to do such a thing. Self-defense, really.
He reaches over to Igor and lifts you up by the back.
I'm not getting close to this thing.
Oh, so you're running from his hand?
I didn't realize I was thrown directly in arm's reach.
Well, just due to the sheer size, anything in this room is within arm's reach.
And yeah, I'm backing away. I don't want to be near him. It's like, you know what, your little minion already grabbed me. I was leaving. I don't want to be here. You can talk to my compatriots who want to talk to you.
He kind of leans forward, his gigantic mass rolling forward as he uses his other arm to slam down behind you guys. To keep you guys from going back into that tunnel as he continues to reach for you, Igor. Do you wish to resist?
Hold on, I might have a better spell. Give me a moment. I don't have that many dice.
What spell are you thinking?
That's a great question. Hold on.
You said I have a spell, but you hadn't thought of the spell yet, had you?
I said, hold on. I've probably got a spell for. I'll cast invisibility. You can't find me. Okay, invisibility. That's forces 2.
How does Pooter? How do you resist invisibility?
You don't, because he's cast it out on himself.
Yeah, I know, but I'm assuming there's. It's not invisibility from everything, right?
Yes, everything.
Masking it from all forms of light.
All forms of light. So in other words, you can still smell, hear, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't smell. I took a bath this morning.
Did you? I don't think you mentioned that.
No.
I don't think you did.
Okay,
You probably bathe monthly.
he can't smell me over himself, so we're good.
Dude, everyone can smell you.
Why did you roast? I don't think we need to roast him like that, okay?
No, because if we roast him, the smell will get stronger.
Alright, then I'll just roll his perception check to be able to hear you.
Jeez.
That's a lot of things.
Oh.
He's able to hear you, but that doesn't make it any easier, really, for him to pick up. So essentially, he's following you exactly where you move, but he can't really pinpoint where you are. But you're gonna have to keep moving around if you don't want him to be able to pick you up, even while you're invisible.
Alright, new plan. Shaping. I'm going through the floor. I'm going.
Wow.
Kalmir, Catalina.
So while he's chasing him.
He's still able to see you guys and is looking at you. He is still waiting for a response. He's just tormenting Igor at this point.
To whom or what are we talking to?
I am me. Names mean nothing. You owe compensation.
Well, to us, I mean, that Todur guy, he did wipe out our village, so...
He only spread my glory.
Yeah, well, we didn't want your glory. Your glory killed our village, so this was our compensation.
Death is meaningless. Only my glory has meaning.
If death's meaningless, then you don't care that we killed your vector. Alright, see you later, my friend.
By this point, how long would a scene last? Nah, the scene's still going on because no indefinite duration on that. So I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But that spell's wearing off.
Cast it again.
Don't make me roll a dexterity.
Oh yeah, he's a big lumbering pile of
Sure.
flesh.
No,
He's
he's gonna make him roll.
gonna roll like 30 dice again.
Probably.
No, not for dexterity. Dexterity's his dumb stat. I'll be fair. I'll be honest on that one. Dexterity's this guy's dumb stat.
So only 10 dice.
You owe me. You will take his place. Perception check, please.
Oh, perception. 6 dice.
Igor, you can also roll a perception check if you want.
I got nothing again. Sure,
Catalina?
it's dark in here.
I think it's 6. 1 success.
You and Igor notice that the room is slowly filling.
With?
More of those corpse-like beings. There's roughly about 10 to 20 in the room now.
Oh dear.
Kalmir doesn't see it.
Kalmir, we are surrounded.
We were surrounded when we came in. He put his arm back there. Or
No,
whatever
but
part
now
that
we're
was.
surrounded by more bodies.
When she points it out, you start seeing the movement in the dark.
Oh, I see. That's concerning.
What say you?
I mean, I'd rather not. Because what?
How about we bring you another vector? That's what you call them, right? If you let us go, we'll bring you another one.
You will be my new vectors. You will spread my glory.
So, quick question: what is the environmental tilt earthquake? No,
Earthquake.
of course.
It's an earthquake. He created one.
Okay, yeah, but how violent can I create one?
Effect: earthquakes don't last long, but they don't have to. The earthquake when the quake's actually occurring, all dexterity-based dice pools and defense suffer a -1 to -5 penalty depending on quake's severity.
So I can't actually bring down this pyramid on us, can I?
Let's see here. You deal lethal damage during the quake's duration.
Is that a matter spell?
As part of shaping, you can create an appropriate environmental tilt, such as earthquake, flooded, heavy winds.
Ah.
Cost way more reach, but I will use paradox to bring this roof down on us if I have to.
Do you want to give that a roll, Igor?
Let me figure out, because I think I would need 4 reach, and I'd have to make the scale bigger, which would cost even more reach. I don't think I can take multiple paradoxes, however.
For every reach that you go above, you get more and more paradox. So, I mean, you technically have no max cap on the amount of reaches, except for the fact that each reach after your free reaches are up, you get 2 paradox die for each.
Well, I guess actually I don't really need to do an earthquake. I can just bring the roof down with shaping.
I take another look at the time crystal.
Go ahead and give me your Gnosis plus your time Arcanum.
And then I assume I snatch it from Kalmir, because I think he was the last one to have it.
Yeah, I have it.
I snatch it.
Okay.
You're kind of like, oh, okay. Well, she does time magic. Okay. That's one. Surface level information, because you did have a success similar to what I explained to Kalmir. There we go. Could not think of your name for a second there. This thing is not the result of awakened magic. If anybody wants to do anything, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to have Catalina make her next roll.
That's fine.
I'm just kind of holding out because anything I do is probably going to be end of diplomacy, and we're probably going to get snapped out of existence, but I will be defiant in my moments of death.
So go ahead and give me your next roll, Catalina.
Okay, it's the same roll.
Yep.
Please. Oh,
Okay. This little shard has also, it seems to have existed since before time has ever existed. You have heard stories of the time before. Nobody's sure exactly what it is. But this crystal, the only thing that would make sense from what you're seeing as you're scrutinizing the time arcana is that this thing existed in that time before. You want to give another roll? Or if anybody else wants to do something. Because each time she does this is 3 seconds.
I see what you're trying to get her to do, but I can't say that because Igor doesn't really know what that thing is.
I mean, whether or not you know metagame or not, you can still do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know. But
If you want to bring the house down beforehand, bring the house down.
I mean, Catalina's willing to throw you under the bus, so. Am I rolling?
Yeah, I mean, it's just she keeps getting 1 success, and it's just like, really?
Oh, well, this time I got 0.
Good job.
Failure. Cures no successes. You can either break off or take a condition.
I'll take a condition.
Okay. What condition should she take? We'll go ahead and take humbled. You have been reminded your power in this situation, and your arrogance and pride crumble away. This thing is making you feel very, very little as you stare into it. The giant thing before you is getting agitated with your guys' silence over the last 9 seconds. I am going to go ahead and make a roll for him. As your invisibility ends, he's able to grab you, Igor, and lift you up eye level.
Uh-oh.
So it has eyes.
Yeah, I said it has a face.
Well, it took you long enough, huh, bud? You know, you got that paper to sign, or I don't see the legal binding here. You know, I acted in my own self-interest. You know, self-defense.
He lifts you above his head
Oh, God.
and tilts his head back.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, well I'm gonna cast a spell here.
Igor!
do something.
Catalina, go ahead and roll your dice. Igor, go ahead and cast whatever spell you're getting ready to cast.
Oh, come on, stupid rock. There's gotta be something. Nope.
Wow.
I still can't get it.
So I'm gonna cast the transubmutation thing.
Okay.
So that is tier 4, so I get 2 reach technically. So
Yes. 2 reach.
It'll be instacast, then the +1 reach. Wait, I don't need +1 reach. Never mind. So I'm gonna very quickly transmute the air, like just between his hand and the rest of his face, into just like metal, like stone, I guess actually, because I don't really know what metal is. So, scale, because I am tier 5, I can move up the scale chart by 4. So I can transmute like an area of effect of a single floor of a house into stone in front of him. So I'm sure that's enough space in the room to block him from me. But I still gotta make the roll, however.
Yeah.
I mean, if I roll 11 dice and I don't succeed, I'm gonna just...
Now, I do have to ask a very important question. This is connected to the wall, or is this just in between you and him?
It's just the air, so I will basically drop a stone floor on his head.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of. If you just wanted a stone floor to fall on, or if that was just gonna fall on his face. So, take that as damage. As he gets ready to drop you into his open maw, that floor that you've now created hits him in the face, shattering across his face. What doesn't go into his mouth breaks upon his flesh. He doesn't drop you, but he closes his mouth and begins to chew, and you can hear the grinding of stone as it shatters. Catalina, you want to give me another roll?
Do it again, I swear to God.
2.
Okay, that brings it down to 3. So, this is specifically tied to the supernal realm of magic and is very much if this had to do with awakened magic, this once again would be a 9 or a 10 on the Gnosis scale. So it's just as powerful as that teleportation device.
So I can use it to teleport us out?
It wouldn't teleport, it would move time. So, if you want to continue to scrutinize it, go ahead. There's one other thing I could give you before you solve it. Kalmir, we haven't heard much from you.
Well, he's...
You see this thing trying to swallow Igor, while Catalina is very glazed over in mage sight.
Well, I see the more immediate
Danger.
I would like to try and help Igor. Let's see, what can I do? Let's see. Forces. Where's forces? There it is.
You're like, I need my lightning.
I need. We're deep underground, so lightning wouldn't be able to get here.
True.
Ooh, gravitic supremacy, maybe. How far up is the ceiling from Igor?
It's pretty close. This thing's around 40 feet tall. Tall being a weird word to use in this situation. It kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt. But there's probably another 10 to 20 feet from the ceiling. From the top of this thing's head.
Okay. So if it lets him go, I want to reverse gravity for him so he'll fall upwards.
Go ahead and give me that roll.
Okay. So it's forces, 3, 7, 10 with yantras.
That would be a total of 3. As he drops, he begins to float back up. So, Igor, you're now floating.
Okay. Spell time 2. I'm doing basically the same thing again, except I'm doing it more this time. So I'll actually use the second reach to make it into the advanced scale.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming that the area that he encompasses and the area where, the other two are not standing is smaller than a large factory or a city block.
Well, I would say the entire area is a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of making sure here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all stone. I'm transmuting all the air around him into stone.
Okay, give me
That's
that
the
roll.
plan.
How many? How much are you going to reduce your dice pool by to do that?
So, as part of, let's see, what page is this on? 113. It mentions a mage can increase her spell various factors, though she does so at the cost of dice penalties, etc., etc. After penalties have been applied, the player may move the primary factor up its chart a number of steps equal to... Wait, primary factor. Wait, this isn't gonna work. Shit, no, that's not gonna work.
I think with the reach you can change primary factor.
I don't have any more reach.
I mean,
You have
Okay,
reach.
if I take it not... It's still the size of a small... Okay, so then I change the... I use my second reach to change the primary factor to scale, and then I can move it up by the dots I have in that spell, -1, so I can move it up to I guess actually a ballroom or small house size. I'm assuming he's about the size of a small house.
I mean 40 feet tall.
Okay, maybe just like his upper body. I'm just gonna encase as much of him in stone as I physically can.
Give me that roll.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Okay.
Igor is attempting to encase this thing in stone as much as he can. Your spell goes off, and much of his upper body becomes surrounded by stone.
And I take it I'm now kind of like floating on the ceiling.
Yes.
I am moving away from him towards the tunnel.
Swimming through the air.
If I can. I don't know how this works.
With gravity's reversed for you.
Okay, so I'm walking on the ceiling real quick.
Okay.
How long is gravity reversed? Because I'm gonna fall at some point.
Well, I mean, you could do something to catch yourself. I just didn't want him to eat you.
How am I gonna catch myself? I only play with stone.
You're welcome.
Catalina, go ahead and give me your roll. Because this will probably be your last roll.
Oh, God, I hope. 1 success.
Unfortunately, the amount of information that you have isn't enough before your mage sight gets broken. As this creature begins to twist its body from the torso down, essentially, and begins to break and shake away the rock that you encased it in. Unfortunately, the shrapnel that this causes breaks your concentration from your mage sight. If you want to share what you've learned with Kalmir and Igor, go ahead. Unfortunately, this thing is now very, very angry.
Uh-oh. Oh, Kalmir, I think this stone has something to do with time. I think you can move us through it, but I'm not I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of us can actually harness it.
I mean, you can't tell what it would do if we activate it?
I can't. I don't know what the outcome would be.
Okay.
But at this point, I mean, do we really have any other choice?
So our options are stay here and deal with that thing, or activate the amulet and see what happens.
Yeah, those are.
At this point, Igor, you fall from the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
Okay, great. As I'm falling, can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure you also have gravitic supremacy. You could slow your fall, lessen gravity.
Oh, I did.
But
That's probably a smarter idea than what I was gonna do. Okay, so how does this work?
Should be forces too.
Let's see, forces 2.
Do you have forces too?
Yeah, I have forces 3. Control
Okay.
gravity. Okay. In an area.
You just need to worry about yourself, so.
Yeah. It's the area around me.
Just gotta slow yourself down long enough you don't take too much damage, or any.
Yeah, because if you take the full,
I'm probably gonna die.
no, you wouldn't die. You would be very injured. Your legs would probably be busted with bones popping out, etc.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I don't think that this is actually gonna help me. I can make myself fall back upwards, but that's not gonna get me to the ground.
Hold on, let me see.
Gravitic supremacy. If I decrease gravity, I fall. I should fall
Oh,
slow. Yeah. So.
Do you want to give me
Okay.
a control for that?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll fall slower, so 1 free reach to the instant. I don't have as many dice for this. That's disappointing.
You can also fall toward us.
God.
One success is all you need, though. One success
Yeah,
means
but it's
up.
very close to not success.
So you're able to slow your descent and land on the ground without being injured.
I was like, yeah, guys,
I'm
Man.
tired of this. And
I've been tired of this for minutes now.
he reaches his arm up as high as he can and begins to bring it down.
More stone?
How close is Igor to us?
I would assume he landed right next to you guys, or without landing on top of you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
Oh, whoops.
I'm gonna grab the amulet and cast Word of Command.
What does that do exactly?
It activates it.
With nothing?
Enchanted objects and long-lasting spells often have specific triggers or conditions must be filled, blah, blah, blah. With this spell, a mage can bypass those conditions, freeing the magic to do which it would. The object or spell immediately activates exactly as though it were triggered by whatever normally triggers the effect.
Just as an FYI, that would have actually worked on the teleportation thing. You know that, right?
Really? Oh, well.
It would have bypassed the requirement of 15 mana.
15 mana! Wow.
Wow. Good to know.
You blink out of time. Now, I need you guys to roll me a very important roll. This is going to be a pure Gnosis plus Wisdom roll.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't have very good wisdom.
So please give me your Gnosis plus Wisdom.
Oh, 1,
All that
2,
successes.
3, 5, 6, 8.
I should have willpower to. Ah, shit.
Actually, I wasn't going to allow willpower on that.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well,
my incompetency is
I'm
all
fine.
right.
Okay. Igor.
bye, Igor.
Death
See you
or
later.
matter?
What?
Death or matter?
Death, I guess? I hope I die?
So you have chosen death.
I have chosen death.
As this item flings you through space and time, it seems like the supernal realm of death catches you. As you land, Catalina and Kalmir are nowhere to be seen.
Well, it's the longhouse all over again.
You stand someplace you've only ever seen in your dreams. You stand at one of the watchtowers, at the very seat of your Arcanum's power.
Huh. We're not in Kansas anymore, are we?
No. Catalina.
Hmm?
You teleport out next to Kalmir. Both of you end up in the same place. I need you both to roll me a dexterity check.
Just a straight dex?
And athletics if you have it.
I don't think so. No, so just straight dex for me.
5 dice for me. 2 successes.
My thing is still rolling. There we go.
3
Oh.
successes. Both of you, as you land, realize this large yellow object is coming towards you at high speeds. You're able to roll out of the way, and it's punctuated by a large horn sounding, a large horn sound that you're unaware of what the hell it is. As you look around, where you once saw forest, you now see tall buildings made of silver, and a lot of these things, like the yellow one that almost ran you over, now sit still in the streets, and multiple of these horn sounds begin to blare.
It's really loud. Are there more of these things coming?
Currently, they seem to be in 4 locations around you guys, but they seem stopped. You can kind of look through them, and you see people sitting inside of them, and they're looking very agitated, and they're making hand gestures at you in and speaking a language you can't understand. Igor,
Yeah?
you hear a voice come from the watchtower. So, you played with magic. A little too strong.
I didn't play with magic.
I don't care. You will stay silent. You will obey the Exarch.
Oh.
Now, if you do obeisance to me, I can give you wealth and power beyond your wildest dreams. You will know more than anything else, than anybody else. You will join the winning side, and I can make sure you get where you were going.
Okay, I mean, that does sound like a better deal than Mr. Blob from earlier. I'm not being accused of things this time.
No, you're not being accused. As a matter of fact, the artifact that brought you here, we would like it. If you can bring it to us, that is all we ask.
how am I gonna get back here? Like,
We will handle that. We are the Exarchs. We can handle that. All we require of you is to get that back for us. We cannot interact with the fallen world. So, will you join the Seers?
this is a lot of lore that I'm pretty sure I probably should have read about. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, sure. Why not? I can't get out of here myself anyways, so I don't really have an option.
We will be in touch shortly. And then you blink out and you join in the middle of this busy section with Kalmir and Catalina.
Igor, you're late.
I had a hell of a trip.
No, where are we?
Now, what did I tell you about playing with magic devices? I told you we should not use that thing.
Hey, you are about to get eaten, and you're welcome.
had
You're
stone.
not eaten.
Stones.
Yeah.
Can't eat stone.
It ate stones.
I make more stones.
I watched it eat stones.
It was about to kill you, and then the rest of us, and then who knows what else. But the better question is, where are we?
Well, I think with this amulet, an even better question would be, when are we?
With that, all we have to say to our wonderful Neolithic wise is welcome to the year 2030. This has been The Domain Gaming. We look forward to seeing you in our next chronicle. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.